Hi, today we'll be making Pili Pili prawns or Pili Pili shrimp. Here what you can see we have is black tiger shrimp. That's what we're going to be using. You'll need a couple different ingredients to prepare this recipe. We have half a lemon cut into two here, or one full lemon cut into two. Some green chili paste, which is just green chilies blended in water. Garlic paste, which is garlic blended in water. Some red chilies, some coriander leaves, half a bunch of coriander leaves actually, and a block of butter, of which we'll be using a quarter of this block, and finally some tomato paste. So let's show you how to put it all together, and it's pretty simple when you do it, so let's look at that next. So we'll start by preparing all our ingredients in this pan here. First thing we're going to be adding is 3 tablespoons of oil. In this case we're using canola oil. Olive oil would work fine as well. So add in 3 tablespoons of oil. Next we'll be adding a quarter of that block of butter, about 150 grams of butter. And because this recipe is cooked in butter, you really don't need to add salt. The salt that comes is from the butter directly. So add in a quarter of a block of butter. We're going to add a little bit more to the mix, and we're going to put it on fairly high heat. Next we'll add the garlic paste, and we're adding 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, so you can see. We will add in 1 teaspoon of green chilies. With the chilies you can always add more or less depending on how spicy you like your food. If you like it extra spicy, then add more green chilies obviously. If you don't, then add less. We'll be adding 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Again, feel free to increase or decrease depending on how spicy you like your food. And add in 4 tablespoons of tomato paste, which you can find pretty much anywhere in any of the local supermarkets. Mix it all up just like that. Add in your coriander leaves. Again, mix it all up. Increase the heat if you need to, and continue to stir until you end up with a well mixed consistent paste. So basically, when you stir, this is what you should end up with. We're adding just a pinch of salt to the mix, and that's because we didn't find the mixture salty enough. So I guess it really depends on the butter you're using as well, but if you find that you need to add salt, then you can go ahead and add a teaspoon or a pinch, quarter teaspoon, however much you need. So once you get the mixture and it looks like this, you can start to add the shrimp into the pan, and that's exactly what we're doing. If you're unable to find these black tiger prawns in your local supermarket, you can use whatever else you have for shrimp. It should work fine just as well, but we found it works the best with black tiger shrimp, this recipe. So again, you want to stir everything up. Make sure all the sauce mixes in with the shrimp. And again, this is on high heat. Once you're done stirring it a bit, just leave it be to cook for a couple minutes. Make sure that the inside of the shrimp is fully cooked. Obviously you don't want to have raw shrimp, so leave it to cook for a couple minutes. I'll show you once it's ready. So this is about 10 to 12 minutes later. We've been cooking these shrimps. We are squeezing in half a lime into the mix here, and we'll squeeze the other half once it's ready to be served. Stir it all up a bit more. Make sure everything is well mixed, and in a couple minutes it should be ready to serve, so we'll show you what it looks like then. So this is what it looks like when it's all ready. We're going to squeeze that half a lime in here, maybe a little less actually. You can add more or less depending on how sour you like your shrimp. But that's about it. This is what the shrimp looks like when it's complete. And it's a pretty spicy recipe, so depending on how much spice you have, you may want to adjust the ingredients, especially the green and red chilies. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.